Safety TV begins now.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in for the wildest thrill ride of your life. So grab a snack and sit back because we're about to throw it down.
We've got the best three-wide action door-to-door racing on the turn number 4 you'll find on iRacing, right here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
We are about to crown tonight's champion, and it's time to let her dig.
We're restacked and repacked up a turn number 4. Who's it gonna be? Good evening, race fans, and welcome live to Full Velocity Racing Network. Tonight we have the BladeNode.com Sunday Night Shootout Series, brought to you in part, of course, by BladeNode.com, the biggest big sponsor here for the Sunday Night Shootout Series on DWRL. I'm Todd Stanton. Alongside of me is Raging Ron Piles down there pushing all the controls. Is Jack Truan, a.k.a. Todd Truan, for that matter. So there's two Todds in the booth here tonight. So, Ron, fantastic race we had going on for the Pro Late models here tonight. Hopefully we got more of the same here at Volusia Raceway Park with the Sunday Night Shootout Series.
Well, like you said here, the Volusia Speedway Park here, fantastic track work done today between the two classes there. The late models put on a great show earlier. I'm going to say they were a little short on cars compared to what we've brought in here with the street stocks. So I imagine if the action is as good as it was in the Pro Lates, we're going to see a lot more of it here, even throughout the field, even further back with the street stocks here.
Yeah, definitely going to be a lot of good racing action going on here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Still got a minute and 30 seconds left to qualify, but before we do that, we're going to sing things down trackside for the playing of our national anthem. Welcome back to Full Velocity Racing Network. A lot of backstage stuff going on here tonight. Getting ready for heat race number 1 here of the BladeNo.com Sunday Night Shootout Series. And the Voiles Trucking starting lineup's going to go away like this. Starting on the pole, driving the number 11 machine here tonight. That is Kyle Moyer. His days apart of the outside, driving the 926. That'll be Barrett Bishop. Inside row number 2, starting in the 3rd starting position. That's the number 311 machine. That is Justin Holt. And his days apart of the outside, driving the number 61. That's Josh Peacock. Inside row number 3 in the 5th starting spot. That's the 319 of David Brewer and Wes Wygan aboard the number 188, going to roll off in position number 6. Terry Joyner in the 711 rolls off in position number 7, and his days apart of the outside, driving the number 25. That's Henry Jones. And the last row on the field, driving the number 17 machine, that'll be Brett Rolls. And outside of him will be the number 333. That's James Vining.
Yeah, definitely got a stellar field here. The first heat race of the dirt street stocks here. It's gonna be a Jim Dandy here. 8 laps is the distance for heat number 1. Like 3 heat races here tonight.
Woo, lightheaded.
So there'll be a lot of good racing here coming up. So, a bunch of question marks here in the chat, but people picking, I believe. Ever in the actual iRacing chat here. These guys are gonna throw down some laps here for us and be a great show here to see if Brett Rolls can come from the back. If that can happen, but a lot of good drivers here starting ahead of him. Definitely got his work cut out for him. Got one to go before the green flag drops here for 1.
As we're getting ready here for racing at the Volusia Raceway Park, and tonight should be a fantastic barn burner. Again, it could be a good time right now to practice for the Gobbler coming up on November 21st. It's the same track, Volusia Speedway, open setups here with DWRL. And this is the BladeNo.com Sunday Night Shootout Series, getting ready to send heat race number 1 on its way off of turn number 4. The iRacing.com pace truck pulls down the pit road. The iRacing guy flag, green flags in the air. And the 111 of Kyle Moyer drives down into turn number 1 with Bear Bishop to his outside.
Kyle Moore trying to set the pace here real quick in this one as he gets off into the corner. Quick, Barrett Bishop going to come back up to the quarter panel. They're going to get in the line a little bit. That's contact, and that's going to slide Barrett Bishop back to about the 7th or 8th position here. He's almost, I believe, got back to just about where Brett Rolls is, but going to be able to capture it back up here before too late there. But we're going to have a new leader, Kyle Moyer, to the lead.
Yeah, Kyle Moyer with the race lead, part of Team Dirt Warrior Racing. And right there in the 2nd spot is Justin Holt aboard the 311 machine, looking down to the bottom as he plays a little bit of peekaboo with Kyle Moyer aboard the 111 machine. He's coming off a turn, and number 4, Moyer going to lead this time by Justin Holt, still looking for a way around him.
Yeah, meanwhile, that's going on. Let's look at a battle back there for, looks like the 6th position. Like probably Barrett Bishop working his way back around Terry Joyner, but back about 5th position right now, the 88 machine. The 188 of Wes Wygan trying to work his way around David Brewer. That battle is heating up there, as well as taking the top 3 out of the seat to the feature, I believe. We may have a consi later, so see how that goes here as we work our way down through here halfway next time by.
Getting ready to come up on halfway home. That would be 4 in, 4 to go here as we're coming up right now through turns 3 and off of turn number 4. Again, Holt looks to the bottom of Moyer. Halfway home, 4 in, 4 to go there for the 111 of Kyle Moyer. Justin Holt still running in that 2nd spot. 3rd is the 61 of Josh Peacock. Peacock keeps looking around too, but holding on to the final transfer spot through heat race number 1. Here comes Holt back down to the bottom side, trying to get around the Moyer machine. Not going to be had. There's Moyer, slams the door shut off of 4.
Yeah, Moyer slamming the door shut. Like you said, they were, looks like Moyer's holding the momentum, and Holt's losing momentum, trying to enter a little bit lower with Moyer running up high. Getting that run off the corner, he just keeps picking it back up there. I believe Holtz is going to settle in and try not to lose that 3rd or 2nd spot to Peacock, who's currently running in the 3rd and final transfer spot out of the seat.
And Josh Peacock trying to make sure he holds on to that. Barrett Bishop starting to make his way back up through after he was handed a bad card there early on in the event. Is now Barrett Bishop gets into the side of Brewer there. Down the back straightaway here to turn number 3, trying to make something happen on the extreme bottom side is the 926, trying to slide up in front of David Brewer. Not going to happen there as white flag comes out over the field. It is still Kyle Moyer, Justin Holt, Josh Peacock right now through turns 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Kyle Moyer still continues to hang on. Can Holt do anything with him here down through turn number 3 for the final time? Justin Holt down to the bottom side by side. Does he have the bite off the corner? It's going to be a drag race to the start finish line. It's going to be Kyle Moyer nipping him at the line. The 311 of Justin Holt finishing that 2nd spot. Josh Peacock, Barrett Bishop, David Brewer, Terry Jerry Joyner, Wes Wygan, Brett Rolls, Henry Jones, and James Vining rounding out your field.
Yeah, most definitely a good heat race there. Is we were trying to squeeze that in there over him for second, but didn't quite get there. Is heat race number 2 is gonna be making their way to the grid here by getting their lineup straight for heat race number 2. Another 8 laps, like another 6 cars, maybe 7 cars coming at you here. Do what we can do here. Another top 3 to the feature, and we'll know if we have a consi here shortly. Looks like they may have one to determine some final spots. We'll see.
It looks like the consi going to be coming at us here. It looks like, yeah, determine the final spots here for the main heat race number 2. Coming to the post here, the Voiles Trucking starting lineup going to go away like this. Starting out in the pole, driving the 010, that is Casey Brunson. His dance brother outside, driving the number 12 machine. That is Eric Eichstead, the Voodoo Child, in the number 12. Next row back, rolling out for the 3rd position. That's the Bulldozer, Alex Brewer, in the number 1 machine. And the Big Monkey, the number 97, Rocky Battenfield, rolling off in position number 4. Brandon Culp rolls off in the 5th starting spot in the 122 machine. And the 09 of Josh Ely rolling off in position number 6. Rolling off 7th will be Mitch Enos aboard the 097 machine. And Ryan Bronson aboard number 6, rolling off in position number 8. Rolling off 9th will be Hard Motorsports Zone number 38 of Rick Gibson. And outside of him should be Tyson Pankow, who's not answering the call aboard the X91 Motorsports number 91 machine. So see if Pankow just having some trouble down there on pit road.
It looks like he was having some trouble. Looks like he dropped a connection there, so having some ignition problems here tonight. The Dirt Warrior Racing League Street Stock Shootout Series, blender.com there. Thumbing through some stuff here and getting everything together. iRacing.com official pace truck working its way down the back straightaway, getting ready for pull off here, and all these drivers take this race under green flag. Working their way down to 3 and 4 now. We have the Casey Brunson machine and Eric Eichstadt bringing us down to the green here, and the iRacing.com or iRacing Flag green flag back out, and we're back to green. And Casey Brunson out to an early lead here. Eichstadt tries the outside into 1 and 2, and he's gonna have company on the bottom of Alex Brewer. We're gonna try and work the bottom of the 12 machine down the back straightaway, and it may work here and pan out to 3 and 4, but we're about to find out if that's going to be a preferred line here. All the way down against the wall is Eichstadt's going to have the momentum coming off the top, and he's going to hang on to the 2nd spot. Rocky Battenfield making a charge for 3rd over Alex Brewer. Trying to high side here is he may be able to overcome that and ride the tail end of Eichstadt down the back straightaway.
As Casey Brunson continues to lead this one, Eric Eichstead not used to that color car. They're all solid purple there aboard the number 12 machine. So running in that 2nd spot, 3rd now, Rocky Battenfield, the Big Monkey. And then number 97 machine looking to try to get around Eric Eichstead. He dives down to the bottom high-low switch maneuver there for the number 97 of Rocky Battenfield, moving up into position number 3, trying to work himself into position number 2. Gets a tad bit loose over there in turn number 3. Ely now tries to look to the bottom of Alex Brewer at the same time. That's a battle for the 4th spot.
Yeah, he's Ely trying to make his way to the bottom of Brewer, and I don't know that he's going to be able to do it. Rocky Battenfield trying to make that bottom work, trying to get the Eichstadt's bumper, maybe get a little bit of pressure on him if he can get around him here, but definitely the track seems to be really in favor there, as the 122 machine looked like he was trying to peek under Joshua Ely in the 09 there in 3 and 4.
Yeah, Rocky Battenfield still trying to hold on to the 3rd and final transfer spot. Gives a little bit of a bump there to the number 12 machine as they enter the back straightaway. But the iRacing Flag number 97 machine of Rocky Battenfield still holding on to the final transfer spot. Now here comes Alex Brewer back into the fray right there, knocking on the rear door of the number 97.
You know, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, all bumper to bumper there. No room for error, no room for mistake. If you make a mistake, it's probably going to wipe out a couple cars, as Ely's going to make a charge at the bottom of Brewer. Brewer had to check up a little bit. Let's see, allow Ely to try to get around there. So we may actually have a position change here off of turn 4, but we'll see if Brewer can make the run off the top side work. And it looks like he may have the spot at the line over Ely, as it looks like he does. So Casey Brunson's still your leader, and we have 2 to go.
And Josh Ely keeps looking to the bottom there of the number 1 of Alex Brewer. That Hartland-Davidson number 1 machine right now holding on to the 4th spot, but still 1 position out of a transfer spot, though, is the number 1 of Alex Brewer. Here comes Battenfield back down to the bottom, trying to pick up position number 2 away from Eric Eichstead. Side-by-side battle for that 2nd spot continues on here, and they're waging war through 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Casey Brunson looks to capitalize here at heat race number 2, almost 3 wide as they enter turn 3. Battenfield way down to the bottom is going to drag race for the 2nd spot. Brunson going to take down heat race number 2. Eric Eichstead for 2. 97 to Rocky Batfield finishing up that third spot. Alex Brewer, Brandon Culp, Josh Ely, Rick Gibson, Ryan Bronson, and Mitch Enos round out your field.
Another Jim Danny of a heat race. Down and away. One more heat race to come. Like we have 9 cars on the call here. We'll see if all of them make it out here.
Yeah, some of them seeming to have a little bit of difficulty here and there. It looks like connection issues for some of these drivers here tonight, unfortunately. But it looks like we're going to have all 9 cars out there, Rod. And heat race number 3 going to go away like this. Starting on the pole, driving the number 16 machine team, Dirt Warrior number 16. That is David Blackbird. That's a part of the outside, the number 18. That's Bulletproof Motorsports own number Kyle Surratt. Inside row number 2, the third starting position, that's Stephen Moore aboard the number 73 machine. And the evil one himself, Jim Revis, going to roll off in position number 4. Rolling off 5th is the Iceman himself, Daniel Stifler, aboard the number 71. And outside of him, the number 45, that's Travis Montgomery. Rolling off in position number 7, that's the number 88 of Kevin Prettyman. And outside of him will be Daniel Worthington aboard the number 75. And Chris Lawrence aboard the number 69, going to pull off the last tail end here. Starting shotgun on the field aboard the number 69.
Got another stellar field of drivers here. You know, every heat race that we've seen tonight so far here has not had a shortcoming of a talented driver in it. You guys putting on one heck of a show here at Volusia's. Track's very difficult to handle time to time depending on how the track wears in, and got the best of the best here working their way around the speedway, getting ready to put on another great show for you as we're working our way through the night. Our last and final heat race here of the evening before we kick off into consies. And
want to remind everyone here to tune in to tomorrow night. We're going to have a special guest with us here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Jeff Brown from iRacing iFlag has a special announcement going on there right before feature time. So make sure you guys all tune in. There's a lot of things going on. And if we hit 20K, we'll give away something here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. 20,000 viewers, we'll put something and we'll throw something out there to give away here. Is the iRacing iFlag green flag already out? The number 16 of David Blackberg leads the charge now. 3 wide for that second spot. Surratt way up to the top shelf of the speedway. The Revis machine in the middle, he backs out of it. The number 73 of Stephen Moore now down to the bottom, trying to wrestle that third spot away.
Yeah, we're going to start with Kyle Surratt in for second at the moment. Still going to be 3 wide here as Revis is going to stick a nose in there above Moore, working their way down the backstretch, still 3 wide. We're going to have to see here. I think Daniel Stifler's playing the odd man out, waiting for something to happen. He's going to try and sneak this away as Moore's going to get a little bit of help from the 71 of Stifler. But, we got a car. We got turtling down the front straightaway there. That's like the 69 machine of Chris Lawrence. We have the 21 of Jim Revis now going to take over the second position, and Kyle Surratt in for third. These guys still battling, and they're going to have Stifler still running in the fourth position. But this battle is far from over as Revis is trying to reel in David Blackberg for first.
Yeah, Revis right now running in that second spot, dives down to the bottom, blocks the run there. The 18 of Kyle Surratt, the 71 of Daniel Stifler. Those guys also running the bottom. Revis drifts up the track just a tad bit off of turn 2 down the back straightaway. And now Surratt trying to pull up alongside of him. Battle for that position. Number 2 is Team Dirt Warrior 1-2 right now. Kyle Surratt trying to break that off there with the Bulletproof Motorsports number 18 machine. They dive off into that 1.
Yeah, meanwhile, the 69 of Chris Lawrence was able to save his machine, but unfortunately for him, he had to take that machine pit side, and I guess he needed to go get some repairs done, and he's going to retire for the heat race. But we still got a battle side by side here for position number 2. Is Revis look like, or no, Surratt clipped the wall. That's going to allow Daniel Stifler to get by, and Revis is going to hang on to the second spot there. He's going to try a battle for the lead with the 16 of Blackberg. Bottom side for Revis. We'll see if he can pull it off of 3 and 4, as the bottom side has not been really preferred down there. We'll see if Blackberg can hang on to it with the momentum on the top shelf. I believe that's probably what's going to happen, but Revis is not giving up easy as Surratt and Stifler battling for third and fourth now.
And Jim Revis keeps peeking to the bottom side as those popsicle sticks went up in the air here. They already are on the back straightaway as Jim Revis keeps peeking to the bottom of his teammate there. The number 16 of David Blackberg is Blackberg trying to hold off Jim Revis, who's charging hard on to the bottom side of the speedway. We're going to see the white flag out over the field here at the Volusia Raceway Park here. DWRL. BladeNote.com, Sunday night shootout series, and man, what a race it's been here for every single heat race so far. This is the third and final heat race. As they go down the back straightaway, it looks like Revis got crossed up a little bit. Blackberg going to dive off into turn number 3 for the final time. Surratt coming down through 2. And it's going to be Blackberg taking down the win. Who's going to get third? It's going to be, oh boy. Man, that was so close to call at the line. It had to be Surratt there at the line. by .022 was the gap. Man, what a fantastic finish there for those guys.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is just a small piece of candy compared to what you're about to see in the consies here, as well as what we're about to see thrown down in this A feature. What a heat race. Those guys put on one heck of a show, and it's about to get even better.
Next up, going to be the C main, or we call this consolation event number 1. That's saying it's taking all 10 cars. It's taking 10 cars from there. We have 10 cars in it, so it says we're taking all 10 cars. We'll see what happens here. I'm kind of confused why it's going to take all 10 cars. You're going to have C and the B feature, so I guess maybe I'm a little bit more confused than I thought I was going to be here in these consolation events. But again, that's going to go away like this. Starting on the pole, driving the number 926, that'll be Barry Bishop. Outside of him will be the number 71. That's the Iceman, Daniel Stifler. Inside row number 2, that'll be Brandon Culp aboard the number 122, and Terry Joyner rolls off in position number 4 in the 711. Rolling off in position number 5, that'll be Stephen Moore aboard the number 73 machine, and the Har Motorsports own number 38 of Rick Gibson rolling off position number 6. Rolling off 7th to be another Brett Rolls, the Tennessee Tumbler in the number 17 machine, and outside of him will be Kevin Prettyman aboard the number 88. Rolling off 9th will be Mitch Enos aboard the 097 machine, and James Vining aboard the number 333, rolling off in position number 10.
So we got a stack of 10 cars here and a stack of 10 moving on, so I'm going to guess that there's a couple of drivers that are going to be in the B main, and they want to rack out some positions here and give them a chance to better their starting spots in the B. So that's my guess of what's going down here. As we'll kind of work our way through. There's 9 drivers that have locked their way into the A main. Leaves the rest of them to figure out where they're going to start at here. It's the iRacing.com official pace truck works its way down the front stretch, 1 lap to green. So I'll thank everybody out there for tuning in and checking us out. Thank all of our wonderful sponsors here for Full Velocity Racing Network, as well as the sponsors of this great series here at the DWRL Racing League, Monday Night Shootout Series. So thank you, BladeNo.com, for that. Want to also wish everybody a happy Veterans Day for tomorrow. Hope you all are having a great weekend as we work our way down the back straightaway here. The iRacing.com official pace truck about to dive off the speedway here once it exits turn number 4, and we're having another wonderful iRacing I-flag green flag drop here off of turn 4. We have 26 machine bring us down, and he's going to jump to the point of Barrett Bishop. 926 machine to the point.
Yeah, Barrett Bishop right now with the race lead. Second is the 71 machine of Daniel Stifler. Brandon Culp. Oh, more contact over there. Looks like the 711 Terry Joyner crosses up some of those guys. And look at Rick Gibson. Propels himself all the way up to the 3rd spot here in consolation event number 1 here, the C main. 10 cars will make it on here. We'll see how this is going to all unfold here this evening. If we're going to have 10 cars, it's going to be, I believe, a 28-car feature. I believe how this is going to work out because we took 9 from the heat race event. So we'll see what kind of mathematicians we are up here in the booth. But it is Barrett Bishop, Daniel Stifler, Rick Gibson for 3. 4th right now is Brett Rolls, the Tennessee Tumbler. And running out your top 5 right now is Stephen Moore.
Yeah, definitely. And I don't know if you're able to see it on the broadcast. I didn't look down to see what we were looking at, but they may not have been at race speed, but we were 5 wide on the backstretch when that all went down. That's not something you commonly see, and to be able to come out of that without having another catastrophe, and these drivers definitely, they need a pat on the back for holding everything together there after a little bit of things getting misconstrued. There is Barrett Bishop got a little loose off of turn 2. That didn't really allow Stifler to close in too much, but he's got a little about probably about a 1/2 second lead right now over Stifler, and Gibson's back about a 1.5 seconds. So these guys are pretty strung out after making their way through and keeping everything clean and green here. But 10 laps total and 5 down of lap 10. So halfway to go this time for your race leader Barrett Bishop as he continues to set the quick time here last time by.
Yeah, Barrett Bishop definitely fast aboard the X91 Motorsports number 926 machine. Daniel Stifler running in second. He was trying to chase him down, but he's about 10 car lengths back, .783 back from your race leader, Barrett Bishop. Rick Gibson still running in 3rd. Roll's starting to reel him in, though. Aboard the number 17 machine, the 73 right there, too, is Stephen Moore. Again, this is going to decide where they're going to start in the A main, where they finish in this consolation event.
Yeah, it's definitely getting a little heated back here. Rolls is getting contested by the 73 and more at the moment, but we'll see how that battle shapes up as this track wears in more and more. I still want to say the middle to the bottom is going to play a role, but it's like Moore is starting to get distance on Rolls there, but Rolls is able to pull out with momentum on the top side there. Moore trying to run the bottom. not exactly working out for him. I don't know if damage is playing a role in this or not. Looks like the 122 machine of Brandon Culp's a little loose off of 2. Still a battle back there in the back, three-way battle between James Vining, Mitch Enos, and Kevin Prettyman as well.
Yeah, good battle while you're watching back there for the 4th spot between Brett Rolls and Stephen Moore. Moore's been peeking down to the bottom a couple of different times there in the number 73 machine, but Rolls able to power out. He's up on the cushion in that 17 machine, so he's been able to hold on to the 4th spot. But here comes the number 73 back down to the bottom side. They're all going to receive the white silk over the track right now. One more trip around the Volusia Raceway Park here. In consolation event number 1, they're calling it the C main. They come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 for the final time. And off of turn number 4, the 926, the X91 Motorsports 926, a Bear Bishop going to take down consolation event number 1. Daniel Stifler for 2, Rick Gibson for 3. 4th going to be Brett Rolls, Stephen Moore, Brandon Culp, Terry Joyner, Kevin Prettyman, Mitch Enos, and James Vining. Round out your 10 cars here in consolation event 1.
Not exactly a real tight, exciting race, but guys definitely they went at it and they gave it their all, and well, they all ended up able to finish the race after a little bit of disagreement of space on the speedway. But fortunately for each and every one of them making their way to the A main or tagging into the back of the B main, we'll see. Like they make their way all to the A main. So all right, we'll be starting consolation race number 2 here, and we'll start the starting lineup. Your pole sitter for this race, number 1 of Alex Brewer, and his outside starting in second will be the 319 of David Brewer. Starting in row number 2 in 3rd position will be the number 75 of Daniel Worthington, and to his outside. In the 4th position will be the 09 of Joshua Ely. Starting in 5th position will be the number 188 of Wes Wigan, and his dancing partner to the outside, the 45 of Travis Montgomery. Starting inside row number 4 in the 7th position will be Ryan Bronson in the number 6, and to his outside he'll have the number 25 machine of Henry Jones starting 8th. And starting in 9th position, the number 69 of Chris Lawrence. Starting shotgun on the field, if he's still out there, the 91 of Tyson Pankow. It looks like he is scratched.
And Tyson Pankow not answering the call there for the number 91 machine, so he's going to pull it on a trailer, watch the races. It looks like from Full Velocity Racing Network, see him out there live on the chat box. It's all Brewer front row. My guess is who's going to win down into turn 1. Which Brewer do you think is going to lead down into turn 1 there?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say my pick's gonna be
younger or older? Younger. You're going with younger.
Yeah, I have something with this inside line off of 4 on the initial start. It just seems like the pole sitter has always got the initial, and I mean they may catch him sleeping as the iRacing. I feel like green flag's about to drop here. They all look like little antsy there. And Alex is going to get the jump down the front stretch. She's going to pull up in front of David and roll off into turn 1. And as your race leader here getting off the start, and we have the 13 machine. 75 of Worthington was dropping back there.
Yep, the number 13 is, and it says 75 on our screen, but it's Daniel Worthington aboard the number 13 machine running in that 3rd spot. Ely able to get around him, though, and the 09 makes short work. Now sets his sight on the Brewer tandem that's right directly in front of him. Well, that's the 319 and the 1 of Alex Brewer. As Joshua Ely right now running in that 3rd spot. 4th would be Daniel Worthington. Wes Wigan aboard the number 188 machine, or the 88 machine, is running in that 5th spot. A little bit of contact there with the 45 of Travis Montgomery. Those guys get all gathered back together. Ryan Bronson right there too, but look at the number 09 of Ely down to the bottom of David Brewer.
Yeah, Ely making short work of this one here, making his way up to the 2nd position. See if he slides up in front of David. So he's going to hold on to that position. 13 of Worthington looked like he was having some problems there getting things going, but he's back up to the 4th spot. We'll see if he can make his way back up to 2nd here as this race progresses on here. Lap 4 of 10. We have a little bit of contact back, about 5th place back there. 6th right now, so it looks like Wes Wigan, 188, getting into a little contact there, and that allowed the 6th machine of Ryan Bronson to move up a couple positions as well.
Yeah, Ryan Bronson doing a fantastic job being able to miss everything happened there in the 5th position in that number 6 machine. So we'll see what Bronson's going to be able to do to try to get around the 13 of Daniel Worthington. Worthington running the middle groove. Bronson dives her in pretty deep down to the bottom side, drifts up the track, catches the middle portion of the track, and the number 6 pulls up alongside of him. down the back straightaway here to turn number 3. The number 6 of Ryan Bronson trying to wrestle that 4 spot away here as they get ready to come down. Actually, this is the back straightaway. I was going down the front straightaway earlier.
Alrighty, as Alex Brewer comes down the stripe, 4 to go for your race leader here. Everything's pretty much single file at the moment, but that can change at any moment here at Volusia Speedway Park, depending on how somebody enters and exits a corner. This track definitely wearing in here as these drivers are trying to figure out how to make it work, how to get back to the point, see if they can get up front. As right now, it looks like the fastest lap time belongs to Joshua Ely with a 20.342, and that just changed here on my scoring as David Brewer hit a 20.325 that time by almost 0.2 faster than Alex Brewer, your race leader.
Yeah, Alex Brewer seems to be slipping up just a tad bit, but he's only got 2 more laps to hold on to it here as those popsicle sticks go up in the air. Alex Brewer, the number 1 machine, the Heartland Oliver Davidson, number 1, trying to hold off Bulletproof Motorsports, number 09 of Josh Ely down the back straightaway. Ely was able to close the gap just a little bit, but it seems to be fizzled out now as he was starting to really start to reel him in. But Ely looking to lose a little bit of grip off the corner, white flag in the air.
Yeah, white flag in the air indeed. Alex Brewer trying to hang on one more circuit around this Volusia Speedway Park for this B feature. It looks like he might be able to hang on to it. Turn 3 will be his final test here. Working his way through the center of the corner. Everything looks to be up to par. Joshua Ely not going to have anything for him here off of turn 4. It's going to go to Alex Brewer. Joshua Ely in for 2nd, 3rd. David Brewer 4th. Ryan Bronson 5th. Daniel Worthington in the 13. 188 of Wes Wagon coming home in 6th. 7th, Travis Montgomery. 8th, Henry Jones. 9th, Chris Lawrence. And, of course, Tyson Pankow parking it for the night.
Fireworks going back off. That means one thing here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. That means a main feature time. But before we get to that, we got to thank some of our great sponsors here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Got to thank Hanover Record Service. Give them a call at 1-304-664-3848. If you're down in the West Virginia area, need a tow, get a hold of Tyler Blank Ship and Hanover Record Service. Also got to thank iRacingHighFlag.com. If you really want to be a step above the competition, head on over to iRacingHighFlag.com and ask Jeff Brown how you can be that step above the competition. Also got to thank Brian and Kathy Voiles of Voiles Trucking. Head on over to their Facebook page for all your trucking needs. Also got to thank CCM Custom Designs and Engraving. I mean, there's some darn cool things that he has out there, Tim Cummings. He engraves keyboards, he engraves guns, he engraves just about anything you can throw at him. Thank you to CCM Custom Graphics Designs and Engraving. Also got to thank BladeNote.com. Simple web solutions powered by nerds. Use the promo code BLADE10 to get 10% off your purchase. Also got to thank South Texas Speedway. Scott Bargloff at South Texas Speedway. Visit them on the web at www.southtxspeedway.com. Also got to thank Hard Motorsports for tonight's Quick Time and Quick Time Awards that go on each and every night here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Got to thank TDR-Racing.net for our Turtle Leaner sponsorship of the evening. Also got to thank Trash Panda Graphics and Jason Salther and those guys, Trash Panda Graphics. Thank you very much. Also got to thank Milner Designs and Media out there. I know he's been out there. We're working on getting some different things for him and some different graphics for him. And also JP Designs, Josh Peacock making out some more designs here for the Full Velocity Racing Network. Our starting lineup going to go away like this here this evening. Starting on the pole, driving the number 11, that'll be Kyle Moyer, Casey Brunson on the outside.
Starting 3rd will be David Blackbird in the 16, and starting to his outside in 4th position will be Justin Holt in the 311.
Eric Eichstead rolls off 5th, Jim Revis off the 6th spot.
Starting in the 7th, Josh Peacock, and his dance partner outside, Rocky Battenfield Big Monkey in the 97.
Rolling off 9th will be Kyle Surratt and Barry Bishop 10.
Starting in the 11th position, number 1 of Alex Brewer, and his dancing partner outside starting in 12th position is going to be Daniel Stifler in 71.
Josh Ely rolls off the next row back. Rick Gibson. Then you got David Brewer, Brett Rolls, Ryan Bronson, Stephen Moore, Daniel Worthington, Brandon Culp, Wes Wygan, Terry Joyner, Travis Montgomery, Kevin Prettyman, Henry Jones, Miginos, Chris Lawrence, James Vinings. We're getting ready to get the iRacing I flag off of turn number 4. Green flags in the air. And we're racing down the first straightaway here. 60 laps will be the distance at Volusia Raceway Park.
60 laps to go. Kyle Moyer out to the early point with the 111 machine. They have Casey Brunson to the outside. Gonna see if he can pull something off the 16 of Blackbird to the bottom. We'll see if he can do anything with the 3 wide. Going to turn number 3. We're gonna make contact, and we're gonna keep everything green and clean here going off of turn number 4. That's gonna allow the 16 of Blackbird to get some position. We're gonna have a little bit more contact back there for about the 6th, 7th position, but everybody still going forward here in this one.
Yeah, cars spread out, fanned out all over the field here. 3-4 wide racing now down the back straightaways. Peacock comes way up through the middle. There in the number 61 machine, Tory Holt, or I shouldn't say Tory Holt, Justin Holt aboard the 311 machine. Man, I do that every once in a while. I don't even think they're related, but the 311 machine right now peeking to the bottom side there, trying to get around Jim Revis in that number 21, Rocky Battenfield up inside the top 5.
Yeah, Rocky Battenfield trying to do something with that. He's up 3 spots already. We'll see if he can make his way into the top 3 and also make his way into the booth. Here's going to have a battle for the second spot. Looks like starting to heat up as the 16 of Blackbird's going to throw his nose under the bottom side of Casey Brunson's number 10 machine. See if it make the bottom work. I still think the momentum's going to run on the high side for a little bit yet, but as long as they've been running that middle might start wearing in here. We may see some stuff come around for the very bottom. I'm not sure if the top's going to be able to hold strong as it's just a momentum line. So definitely here at the Volusia Speedway Park, it can break momentum, but we're getting a lot of crumbs thrown up high, so the high side may fade here, and this may come to be a bottom middle track once again. As 1 and 2 looks like a bottom track, but still trying to get things sorted out here. Rocky Battenfield all over the back of the Eichstadt number 12 machine. As we also got a battle back there. It's like the 7th and 8th position between Josh Peacock and Barrett Bishop.
And some good battling going on throughout the field. A good battle for the second spot, still heating up there. Blackbird's tried a couple of different laps to get by him. It's the first Hanover Record Service yellow flag going to come out of the evening. We're going to make Jack go down to work to figure out what happened here to bring out this yellow flag. I'm almost willing to bet. I'm not going to bet.
333 machine that James Vining is involved in this. Maybe
I was thinking so, but it wasn't. It wasn't. It was the 711 machine of Terry Joyner and the 09 machine of Josh Ely. As Ely gets into Joyner gets in the back of Ely. Ely saves it. Joyner hits the wall head first there, I should say front end first, and misses all of his quarter panels, everything. Tore off the 711 machine of Joyner. So Joyner going to end up finishing 28th on the field now. So tough break for Terry Joyner behind the wall in the 711 machine after contact with the 09 machine.
Yeah, definitely. That's a tough break. Having such a great car and then coming in and having an issue and taking on that damage. Looks like the 09 machine of Ely has came down pit road and gotten serviced, as well as the 69 machine of Lawrence coming down to get his car serviced as well. So Chris Lawrence down pit road and back out on the track. So some hot pit visits here. Looks like Henry Jones was also waved around the pace car. Get a lap back there. Looks like he might have tried to avoid some contact and went a lap down in one way, shape, form, or another. But as you know here, we got Kyle Moyer out front. Casey Brunson going to be outside on this restart. It's row 1. We'll see row number 2 with David Blackberg and Eric Eichstadt. We'll see if they can make a run at this, and Rocky Battenfield there in 5th. Justin Holt to his outside. We'll see if they can overcome this wonderful Volusia Speedway Park's racing momentum line. If they can do something with this off the bottom between Kyle Moyer, Blackberg, Battenfield, and Revis also right there, and Barrett Bishop also back there about 4th, 5th row in. So they can do as the iRacing.com official pace truck pulls down into pit road. Restart will be on the leader, it looks like, and green flag's back out. And a little bit of a rocky start there to see how that's going to come out there with Kyle Moyer. It looked like they were kind of bumping the throttle, trying to get everybody going at the same time, which looked really great there as they're battling down the back straightaway. Kyle Moyer out to the point. Blackberg battling under Brunson here, going into turn 3. Going to be 3 wide with Rocky Battenfield to the bottom. Looks like Eichstadt got a little help there. Getting turned around. Some contact. There's going to be a big mess off of 4.
Oh, it's a huge mess. Parking lot over there in turn number 4. Woo, boy. I think somebody even hit the opening there.
Yeah, I think Eichstadt caught the opening and bounced back out in traffic. Nothing that you can do when the nose hits it. And they've kind of lessened up on how stiff that tire wall is there. I hit it last night just playing around, and it just bounced right out.
Jim Revis hit it. Kyle Surratt was upside down too. Surratt almost did the turtle. We had a lot of flipping going on over here. We almost had a leaner there. Do we have a turtle? Yep, Jim Revis turtle here. I don't know. That's a half turtle, half leaner there. What is that? 1.5 points there, Jack? I wonder. We're going to go 1.5 points because he was not quite over on his lid there for turtle, but upside down too. A lot of flipping and carnage going on over there in the corner. Jim Revis gets a short end of the stick there in the number 21 machine, unfortunately. Going to have to go down for some quick repairs, join the tail end of the field, but a lot of things going on in that, Jack. I know you've been busy with that replay, just looking back and forth. So definitely a lot of things going on. Contact, people hitting the inside wall there. Jim Revis really hit that inside tire barrier. But the number 12, it all started with that number 12 machine of Eric Eichstead. It looks like a little contact being made there, allowing Eichstead to go around, and then the rest of the field just stacks up behind him.
Yeah, the hot pit got real busy there. I want to say about 7 or 8 cars came down and got their damage, or at least attempted to get their damage fixed after that one. So, all these guys definitely, we'll see how that plays out here. As sure if the damage factor on these is gonna cause too much. All these guys might staying out here and see a little bit of the damage around, but some of these guys want to get their cars looking nice, keep looking nice, let the sponsors be able to get shown. So they slap some new logos, some fresh paint on it, some tape over some things, put stuff back together. Is ready to go green flag racing here. The iRacing.com official pace truck about to dive off. Another iRacing iFlag green flag coming out here. As Kyle Moyer and Casey Brunson are going to lead us down this time. Green flag back in the air. Kyle Moyer's on the loud pedal and back to the lead. Casey Brunson in for second. Right now third belongs to Rocky Battenfield, but that's about to change as Blackberg's going to throw it in here in 1 and 2. And I believe Rocky Battenfield going to hang on to the momentum, but Blackberg's going to stay right there at his quarter panel going into turn 3.
Yeah, Blackberg dies down to the inside. Got to take a moment. Thank everybody for tuning in to the Full Velocity Racing Network. Seeing Jeff Brown, of course, out there. Cody McKnight, C-Mac. Howdy Checkered out there. Tacos and FERN. That's a good combination. Share some tacos with us there. Mindy Eichstead out there like always. Some other guys, Robbie Pruitt out there. But great racing going on here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Again, your source for eSport racing. And Rocky Battenfield keeps peeking down to the bottom side there as an 0-1-0 of Casey Brunson gets a tad bit loose. Here comes Battenfield, iRacing iFlag number 97 down to the bottom side. Side by side through the corners. They hit the back straightaway. It is the 0-1-0 of Casey Brunson still slamming the door shut there on the 97. But Battenfield back down to the inside in turn number 3.
Rocky Battenfield trying to look to the inside of Brunson one more time here down off of turn 4. Not going to happen this time. Bias, he's going to fall back in line here and try to make another run at it later on. See what happens here exactly is Battenfield looked like he got a little loose there off of turn 2. Might have got under Brunson a little bit and caught the quarter panel. Not exactly sure what was going on there, but Kyle Moyer is still your race leader, making his way around this Volusia Speedway Park. About 42 laps to go.
About 42 laps to go. The Hanover Rucker Service yellow flag going to come out over the field here once again as we've been plagued by yellow flags here early on in the going. Daniel Stifler, Barrett Bishop involved, as Ron was saying here over the announcement. So Daniel Stifler, Barrett Bishop unfortunately involved. Let's see what come to post there. As Daniel Stifler looks like he decided he was going to flirt with the inside retaining wall there. That tire barrier is, of course, the 926 gave him no choice but to flirt with it there. Unfortunately, nowhere to go for the drivers. Daniel Stifler hard into the tire barrier, goes around in a knot, able to keep going there at a slow pace as the yellow flag comes out. But, man, another yellow flag. We're going to have to page that Dr. Green, that guy we haven't seen in a very long time there. Our official doctor of the Full Velocity Racing Network, Dr. Green. We might have to have some elixir for the yellow fever if we get another yellow.
Yeah, you got that right. There's only one person enjoying these cautions, I believe, and that's going to be the 111 of Kyle Moyer. I think he'd like to see it go green, see if he can stretch his lead out, but definitely with all the cautions bringing us back here, he definitely wants to keep those tires cool. Gets those things heated up and little burn up that may cost him. So hopefully they don't seize over on him if he has already heated them up by whatever means that he's tried to keep that car out front. But definitely he knows being on these restarts, it's a jump every time. He gets right back in front of the field. So he's at this point, maybe I wouldn't say to be set in your ways, but he's definitely hanging on to this pretty strong.
Jim Ravis flashing by there to get one of his laps back there, the lucky dog in the number 21 machine. So he's going to get one of his 2 laps down back there. So he's going to be able to join the tail of the field. The lights are still on the top of iRacing.com Chevy Silverado. Just waiting to go back to green flag racing here, and man, it's been a race here so far. And it's had some big wrecks here to take out some of the drivers that we've had involved here as of late, and there have been fast drivers. No need again, fast drivers here tonight, and they're definitely getting it back together. We'll see what happens here. But the 111 Kyle Moyer, Casey Brunson, that is your front row. 3rd and 4th is David Blackberg, Rocky Battenfield. Then you got Brett Rolls and Rick Gibson. They're in the 6th spot. 7th is Alex Brewer. And the number 73 of Stephen Moore. Josh Ely is running in that 9th spot. Ryan Bronson running 10th. Mitch Enos running in that 11th spot. Is the iRacing iFlag. Green flag coming back out.
Yeah, Kyle Moyer jumping back out to the lead like we were talking about there under that last pace lap. He's going to try to stretch his advantage over as he pulls the slide job move off of turn 2. Rocky Battenfield's going to come up underneath. We're be almost 3 wide per second between Brunson, Battenfield, and Blackberg as they're still battling for third back there. It's like Brunson's going to reel in the back of Kyle Moyer. We'll see if he can do anything with that here as they work their way down into turn 1.
Working their way down into turn number 1. Like you said, Battenfield got shuffled back there to the 4th spot. He was 3rd on the restart. Now makes a little bit of contact there with Blackberg. Blackberg looks down to the bottom there with Brunson. Brunson right now has the advantage there in that 2nd spot. The number 97, Rocky Battenfield, still running in 4th. 5th is Brett Rolls in the number 17 machine and Alex Brewer. But we're going to get another yellow flag over the field. Hanover Record Service yellow flag. And man, oh man, paging Dr. Green for elixir for the yellow fever here tonight. We need that elixir ASAP here to the Volusia Raceway Park to get some green flag racing in here tonight.
Yeah, we got Stifler, Holt, and Surratt all involved in this one, as well as look like the 926 of Barrett Bishop. Just a disagreement of space there in the corner. It looks like a couple of drivers welling up, and we're gonna have a little bit of contact there to start this whole thing off. Is gonna be Surratt getting turned there a little bit by like the 188 machine that's back there. That's like an 88 machine. That's Kevin Prettyman back there getting into him a little bit, and then everybody else having really nowhere to go and stacked in there.
Got Kevin Prettyman involved in that one too. So tough break. Those guys are going to have to restack and repack the field here and see what's going to go on here. Yellow flag just coming out quite a bit here as the elixir has been inserted, and hopefully that will cure our yellow fever here for the evening, and hopefully we'll have green flag racing the rest of the distance as we're almost halfway home here. Right now we have 26 laps in, so again we have 34 laps left of 60 to go here in the A main here at the Volusia Raceway Park. It's been all Kyle Moyer so far here, leading 25 laps of the 25 as Revis now getting another lap back, so he's going to be on the lead lap, so that's going to be very, very dangerous. Jim Revis quick here at Volusia. We'll see how fast he can make it through the field. He's still got 34 laps to do it. Don't count him out.
Got 34 laps to go, and biggest movers here. There's a little bit of contact. Gibson got a little bit of discrepancy. I think it was the Josh Ely machine, but this is just, you know, the wall came up on them quick and nowhere to go, and they bounced a little bit before that caution came out. But right now, Brett Rolls in the 17 machine up to 5th from 16th, big mover there. We got quite a few drivers that started outside the top 10 there, up from like back in the back of the field. So those drivers, you know, Joshua Ely 13th to 7th right now, Rick Gibson 14th to 8th, Mitchell Enos 26th to 11th, Wes Wigan 21st to 12th right now. Drivers making a move here as the iRacing.com official pace truck will dive off. It looks like Kyle Moyer's set back just enough there. The iRacing high flag, green flag back out, and he is off and away. Stretch out a car length off of turn 4 over the Casey Brunson number 010 machine. As Brunson's at company here, Blackberg and Rocky Battenfield trying to run him down, and Brett Rolls as well, making his way around.
They're making their way around. Some great racing going on. Trying to communicate with the chat box out there, but we'll make sure that message goes out here. But it's Kyle Moyer right now running in the top spot still. Casey Brunson for 2. Here comes Battenfield down to the bottom, trying to make a good battle for the 3rd spot there. But Battenfield had to back out of the back into that 4th spot. So we'll see if Battenfield has anything left in the tank or in his reserve tank there to try to win this race here. And that number 97 machine, Brett Rolls right now running in 5th with the 101 machine of Alex Brewer all over his rear bumper. And then the 09 of Josh Ely now peeking down to the bottom.
Yeah, Rocky Battenfield and Blackberg having a little bit of contact up there, and see if that allows Battenfield to make his way around on the bottom. I still think the momentum is going to pull off here, but Rocky Battenfield being the experienced driver he is, him and Blackberg are going to battle back side by side trying to figure that out. As we're almost 3 wide back here with Brett Rolls, Alex Brewer, and Joshua Ely for the 5th position here, as they're trying to make that situation work out. Rick Gibson also has company to his inside of Stephen Moore.
As here comes Ely back down to the bottom again there with the number 1 of Alex Brewer. Ely trying to make something happen. Dives her in pretty deep down into turn number 1. Josh Ely makes it almost 3 wide through the corner. Brewer trying to do something too there as it gets the door slammed shut on the number 1 machine as Brett Rolls way up on the top shelf of the speedway. There the Tennessee Tumbler and the number 17 machine trying to hold on to the 5th spot, but so far so good for the 17. Meanwhile up front, Kyle Moyer still continues to lead, but Brunson's tracked him down, peeking down to the bottom side.
Yeah, that is a 3 wide back here. Joshua Ely, Alex Brewer, a little bit of contact there. Brett Roll's still trying to hang on to the top side there. Battle for the lead still running strong here. It looks like we're going to have another Irish or Hanover Record Service yellow flag come out. I'm not exactly sure what this one is for. I'm not seeing anybody sitting still on the racing surface at the moment. We'll have to see. Looks like there may be a couple cars in the backstretch that were involved.
Number 25 in the 69 machine of Chris Lawrence around as Lawrence goes around the knot. The 25 comes back up the track right in front of, smack dab in front of Kyle Surratt. So tough break for the number 18 machine there. Wrong place, wrong time, and I don't think that elixir worked. We're going to have to call him back again. That gets kind of expensive.
Yeah, Dr. Green's bill is going up tonight. He has been on call for 2 sessions, so we'll see if DWR is gonna have to pay the bill and put that one out there. So let's pay the piper tonight, I guess, and see what happens here. Is got to reel this in. 26 laps to go currently. Under caution once again here at the Volusia Speedway Park.
Yeah, yellow flag out there. Definitely, Volusia is one of those feast or famine tracks. It could make for some great racing. It could not make. And again, racing could go in the other aspect of things, and it's what's happened here tonight. The yellow fever has struck here at the BladeNote.com Sunday night shootout series, Volusia Raceway Park. And like I said, 21st, we're having the Gobbler here at this track, so it's a good test and tune for some of these drivers to work on their setups. A lot of guys throwing some different kinks at it. I got to talk to some of the drivers here earlier before we started the sessions, and they said they're going to throw some different setups here to see how things work here for maybe the Gobbler coming up. Again, Gobbler probably going to be set up just a little bit differently, but as far as track style, but they're trying to learn everything they can to try to take down that $500 to win. They're giving out, what was it, $2,700 to as the purse there for the Gobbler. So that's going to be awesome. And once again, Full Velocity Racing Network has it on our station again for the second year in a row.
I know, yeah, definitely looking forward to that one. I'll be in car myself as the iRacing.com official pace truck should be diving off the speedway. Kyle Moyer hanging back just to get that green flag, a little bit of time to give him some time to get on the loud pedal before the green flag drops on the actual racing surface where everybody can see it. He gets on the loud pedal. Doesn't get as good of a start. I think it's about half a car length this time around as they all dive to the bottom of the racetrack down against the inside wall, make their way out of turn 2. Kyle Moyer still your race leader. Casey Brunson currently in second as Brunson says, I'm going to try the high side through 3 and 4 and see if he can get the momentum up to get around your race leader. He's going to come right up to the bumper, I believe, and going into turns number 1 and 2. He's not going to have anything for him. Rocky Battenfield enters just in the slick there a little bit. Then you have the 16 of Blackburg. He's trying to run about half a lane up from where Rocky Battenfield is to see if he can get a run to the back bumper.
As Battenfield trying to dive down deep down to the bottom side, down next to the inside wall there, that barrier. As here comes Brunson, high-low switch maneuver using the momentum for the top shelf of the speedway. Trying to get around Kyle Moyer aboard the number 111 machine, side by side. Battle for the top spot. Battenfield on the outside looking in right now in the third spot. A great battle going on, unfolding in front of him. As here comes Brunson down to the bottom, making it happen. He has done this before here at Volusia. As Kyle Moyer gets a little bit loose in the 111 machine, still side by side down into turn number 1.
Yeah, Casey Brunson trying to hold that lead right there coming off of turn, or trying to get the lead here coming off of turn 2. See if he can get that away from Moyer. Rocky Battenfield sitting back watching the battle happen, but just being there to stick his nose in it. We'll see if he can make or play a role in this, make something happen off of turn 4. Moyer looks like he's going to get a little bit loose. Brunson going to try to hang on to it here. Try to get away. Have another Hanover Record Service yellow flag, and I don't know if this is going to play any role in it, but Blackburg and Battenfield just got together in turn 2. I don't know if iRacing is going to rescore them since they're going to be stopped on the racetrack. They may lose some spots here, but looks like the 333 machine, James Vining, going to be involved in this caution.
Oh, yeah, the hard hit by the number 69 machine of Chris Lawrence. Lawrence pounds the outside wall, and when I say pounds it, I almost think he moves that wall just a tad bit on the back straightaway. Does a little bit of a pirouette down the back straightaway, but Chris Lawrence, a hard hit to the outside wall. It looks like his night may be done aboard the number 69 machine. A lot of tore up sheet metal. It looks like even the back rear end on the Lawrence machine.
Yeah, definitely. And looking at the scoring here, I'm not sure if there's anything that the DWRL series race administrators and race control can do, but it is going to play a role in your starting positions here. It looks like I don't see Rocky Battenfield returning to his position after their scuffle in turns 1 and 2 when the caution came out. So that's kind of going to break things up here a little bit. That's going to slide Rocky all the way down to the 14th position, as well as I believe David Brewer was the other one involved in that. Back to these guys definitely having some a little miscue there. Now let's put your lineup for the restart back here. Kyle Moyer, of course, on the pole here for your restart. Casey Brunson for second, David Blackberg in for third right now, as well as Brett Rolls now in fourth, Joshua Ely for fifth, and Alex Brewer in sixth. That's our running field at the moment. Cautions, we have one lap left here of pacing before we run this thing back to green flag racing here. We'll see here as we return. I have 16 laps to go as we cross the stripe.
Yeah, field nose to tail down the back straightaway. Again, it's Moyer, Brunson, Blackberg, Rolls, Ely, Brewer, Moyer, Moore, Bronson, Enos, and Gibson. Those are your top 10 right now, nose to tail. Down to turn 3, single file will be the way of the land here for, I believe, the rest of the event here on the Full Velocity Racing Network, your source for eSport racing. As they come off a turn, number 4, iRacing, I flag, green flags in the air. And the number 11 of Kyle Moyer leading the charge down to 1, and yellow flag comes right directly back out as the pace truck comes out. 88. Not sure what happened there, as it may be, I don't know. Maybe
a wagon got bumped from the 122 and caused the catastrophe in the back of the field. Had a bunch up on the restart there. Big check up in the back, causing a mess there. Unfortunately, quite a few drivers are getting the short end of the stick on that one, so that's gonna pump up the line up in the back of the field there for the next restart. So we'll get these guys down here, get their cars fixed in the hot pit, and hopefully they'll be able to return as Chris Lawrence has retired his machine for the night.
Yeah, Lawrence out for the event. A lot of cars heavily damaged in that one. Again, Battenfield running through the middle of there. So I don't know how much damage acquired to the nose of the number 97 machine. Again, Rocky Battenfield, a tough break for him. He was in the wrong place, wrong time. Just a huge checkup, and we called it the Slinky effect here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Everybody loves the Slinky. Not so much on the dirt track, because what that causes is a lot of damage and heartache over there through the corner.
Yeah, David Brewer had to come down pit road here, and looks like he was having problems getting into his box here. Maybe backing his car to the hauler. I'm not sure at the moment. There he goes. You think he got her fixed, but I watched him. He was dog tracking, coming around the track there to get it back into pit road, and the whole car was driving sideways down the track. So, had some bent stuff there, and get that fixed and get back out here and thing rolling here. Is they're working their way around here, getting everybody back in line to restart this race.
Yeah, I got to thank all of our new guys. There's a lot of guys out in the chat box. Thank you for keeping us live here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Howdy out there. Howdy Checker out there. Checkers and Wreckers. If you haven't checked them out, I usually share them on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Make sure you guys go. Awesome thing that they do there. I tell you, I watch it every Sunday. Even watched it today. It was a shorter one, but watched it today too. So I appreciate what those guys do for the sim racing community. Appreciate what all of our sponsors do. Jeff Brown out there with iRacing iFlag, keeping the chat box busy too, making his comments out there, making me laugh and giggle at times too. Definitely want to say some things on air, but I can't do it. It's man. It's just interesting. Thank you guys for keeping that chat box live and in charge there. A 319 machine going around the pace truck here. The Chevy Silverado pace truck, iRacing iFlag, or iRacing.com. We'd love to get the iRacing iFlag logo on there. I don't know if we can talk to iRacing.com to see if we can do that every race, but I doubt that. We could try, though.
Yeah, we could. We could request a logo on the tarp or something. I'm sure we could talk them into it.
Maybe. Yeah, we've been trying to get onto the yellow ticker for quite some time, iRacing.com. If people know them, please send them emails. Say we want to be on the iRacing.com ticker. Full Velocity Racing Network does not want to be forgotten. Come on now. If anybody knows them, let them know. It's the iRacing iFlag, green flag back out. We'll see if the 111 of Kyle Moore are going to keep the charging 010 Casey Brunson at bay. He got a whale of a start to top 2 with a great start.
Yeah, top 2 with a great start here. Moyer trying to run the bottom there, Brunson up high, and you have Brett Rolls. They're about to have a 3-wide battle for third here. Brett Rolls working his way under the Joshua Ely machine. Trying to see if he can get by him.
Oh, yellow.
Hanover record service yellow flag coming out here for sure. Looks like that involved the 75 machine. He's going to retire his machine to the garage. That was Daniel Worthington. So 13 on the monitor here. Looks like he had an issue. We'll see.
All by his selfie. All by his selfie, the 13. Looks like he was trying to pull down the pit road there, and it just he got loose, and then all by himself hit that barrier, but not as hard as some of the other guys have hit it tonight.
Fortunately for him, he's gonna have to cut that one short and just have another barrier win there, I guess.
Yeah, a lot of shameless plugs going on here tonight. If you want to go out there, you can go ahead and share your links in there. We're not against any sharing links. We want to keep this stuff live and everybody curious and keep the sim racing community going and iRacing.com and everything going here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. We love to work with everybody out there. Love to work with everybody like as much as we can. We love to broadcast to everybody, but just doesn't seem to happen there. Not enough time in the day. We do spend a lot of time doing that, broadcasting this series, and then we go to NASCAR 2003 too still, and that's an old game there. It's definitely, like I said, 2003, so you got to figure that's 16 years old here.
Yeah, I was looking here in the chat, and Jeff Brown said, not him, he's an angel, so we need to page Dr. Green back and check out Jeff Brown, but I don't think we're going to come up with the prognosis here to help him diagnose that. But anyways, here we're one lap.
I don't know if Dr. Green has a psychology degree.
I don't think so either. I mean, we're going to find out, I guess. You know, that'll be something for a podcast maybe. But working our way down the back straightaway here with Kyle Moyer here, your race leader. Gonna have 6 to go when he crosses the stripe. Just a little over a handful of laps left. You can see if he can hang on to this, hold off Casey Brunson, David Blackburn, Josh Ely, and Brett Rolls, your current top 5. So we're ready to go back to green flag racing here. Kyle Moyer brings us down slow enough to get the iRacing.com official pace truck out of the way. iRacing I flag, green flag back in the air. Kyle Moyer lays down the loud pedal and he is back to the point. We're gonna wait into turn number 1. Casey Brunson gonna try and hang on for second here. He's got David Blackburn gonna try to pull a move down here to the bottom side off of turn 2. Not going to happen. Josh Ely currently holding on to the 4th spot. Brett Rolls has a challenge coming from Alex Brewer in the 1 machine here as we enter turn 3.
Yeah, off of turn number 4 here. 5 laps remaining around the Volusia Raceway Park. It's been all Kyle Moyer leading every single lap here aboard the 111 machine. Now Brunson going to the top shelf of the speedway, trying to make something happen, trying to find the different groove that's going to prevail him maybe around Kyle Moyer here. They dive off down into turn number 3, and it's still Moyer, Brunson, Blackburn, Ely, Rolls. That is your top 5 right now. Looks like the 16 trying to challenge the 0010 machine of Brunson. That's not going to be had, but Moyer continuing to lead here with a fast piece in the 111, able to hold on down the back straightaway.
Yeah, he's holding on down the back straightaway indeed here. The 1 machine of Brewer trying to make his way up around Brett Rolls, not happening at the moment. Like Brett Rolls hanging on, running the momentum line off the top side of the racetrack. Brewer trying to run the extreme bottom there as he slides all the way up to the outside there, trying to make a run. See if he can get 2 Brett Rolls' back bumpers. Looks like we had to do a little bit checking up there in the top 3. Looked like Moyer hit a slick spot in the corner and it allowed Brunson to reel into his back bumper a little bit. And that also allowed the 16 of Blackbird to get to his back bumper. Josh Ely now battling in for that 3rd position, trying to get the bottom side working. It looks like Blackbird's going to try and hold the bottom, but he slides up through the slick here on the entrance of 1. That's kind of a downfall. He's going to make contact. Ely's going to get into the 16 of Blackburn a little bit. We're going to hang on to that caution.
Yellow.
One more time at the start-finish line. Looks like the 319 is involved as well as the 25.
Yeah, 319 of David Brewer involved in this yellow flag. We'll see what happened here. I see the 45 of Montgomery appear out of thin air. The aliens abducted him, must be. And then they decided to throw him there into the catch fence. Actually, say the wall over there. A lot of smoke coming out of that car. But David Brewer also involved in that one. The 25 machine of Henry Jones involved. A lot of contact back there. Man, it looks like an IMCA car, or you want to say UMP car. Does the number 45 of Travis Montgomery. Unfortunately, a lot of smoke barreling out of that car. That does not mean anything good.
And after all that catastrophic event that went down, we were about to have a green-white checkered, I believe, or at least a green checkered. But racing's been extended, so we have a green-white checkered here coming up, according to what I'm seeing. So if you're planning on heading out, don't leave yet. This thing is just about to get interesting here once again.
Yeah, green-white checkered.
Yeah, just green-white checkered. All the stops are being pulled. Everything that's been tried and done before is about to become just that much more extreme here. You know, I mean, these guys have been out here battling, duking it out, trying to keep their nose clean and doing everything they possibly could to be in the positions that they're in right now, especially if you're sitting in the top 5. And even back to Alex Brewer. And that, it just doesn't stop there. There's gonna be a lot of stuff that's in the back that we'll probably miss here in the next couple laps, but things are about to get really heated here, real fast.
Yeah, howdy. I'll take you up on that offer. This is Todd up here in the booth, so I'll take you up on that offer. We'll share it tomorrow night. Make sure that we get viewers. We want 20,000 viewers tomorrow night. We've hit 15 last week. Let's see 20,000 viewers tomorrow night as we continue to go on. Like I said, Jeff Brown with a huge announcement from iRacing iFlag tomorrow night. You want to tune into that? That's right before feature time. So make sure you guys tune in for that. That's going to be awesome. I tell you what, I can't wait till that gets unveiled. Everything that's going on there, iRacing iFlag. So again, guys, got to tune in. Thank you, Howdy, for the support. We really do appreciate it. Trust me, we like it over here at the Full Velocity Racing Network. Again, your source for eSport racing. The iRacing iFlag, green flag back in the air. Here is looks like yellow flag going to come out again.
Yeah, we'll have attempt number 2 coming. And I saw Casey Brunson slow down, and I was starting to wonder if he ran out of fuel. But looks like he saw that the caution was coming back out and backed out of this auto early. Looks like that might have involved the 188 machine.
I'm looking to see, yeah, you're definitely right there. The 188 of Wes Wygan involved in this one. He hit the inside retaining wall. It looked like he got loose, hit the wall. Of course, the wall is going to win each and every time there. He made some contact, too, with the 88 machine too, so that's Kevin Prettyman. So those guys all making contact, bringing out the yellow flag. Another green-white checkered here coming your way. Second attempt going to be here, so it's going to be interesting. We only got 3 attempts at green-white checkered.
Yep, and if you're Kyle Moyer right now, you don't want to have a case of bad gas in the fuel cell. Definitely, be able to go on that lob pedal and get going once the iRacing iFlag green flag drops back out here. Is a couple laps before that happens, but working our way down the backstretch right now. We'll see. Hopefully, everybody able to keep going here, and a couple laps to go. But a handful of laps left to go here. Like you said, green white checkered attempt 2 of 3, and Kyle Moyer going to bring us down again. We'll see if he's able to hold off Casey Brunson. Is been quite the talk here. Not a whole lot of movement been able to happen with all the plagued yellow virus that seems to be uncurable here at the Volusia Speedway Park tonight.
Yeah, definitely right now not curable here. Dr. Green have been expensive. The bill is expensive here tonight. Full Velocity Racing Network normally foots the build here. We're down through 1 and 2 though. Lights are extinguished atop the iRacing.com. Chevy Silverado. We're going to go back to green flag racing here in just a few moments. I'm going to tell you that pace truck's going to pull in, and we're going to see these guys skate around the track, try to take over that top spot. But we're going to ask you one question out there. Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch. Who's it going to be here tonight? iRacing iFlag green flag is out, and I was a little delayed on that. But iRacing iFlag green flag's out, and we're racing down into turn 1.
Yeah, Kyle Moyer, you're going to bring us to the point once again. David Blackburn trying to get under Brunson now, as Brunson seems like his car started to slip a little bit. Those tires may have seized over. We'll see what is going to happen. It looks like Joshua Ely going to try to the outside here. Don't know if he's going to be able to hold the momentum or not.
Wait.
Looks like Blackburn's going to have the momentum off the bottom. He's going to find some bite and some grip, but I think he's going to lose it here as they come into 1 and 2. Race leader has 1 lap to go. White flag in the air. See if Kyle Moyer can hang on to it here as things are getting a little dicey here. 1 more set of corners to navigate. I have the number 111 machine of Kyle Moyer going to take home the race win here, feature win over top of Casey Brunson, Joshua Ely in for 3rd, David Blackburn in for 4th. Rounding out your top 5 with Brett Rolls, Alex Brewer in for 6th, Ryan Bronson for 7th, 8th goes to Stephen Moore, 9th to Rocky Battenfield, 10th goes to Rick Gibson. That runs out your top 10, 11th Barrett Bishop, 12th Justin Holt, 13th goes to Daniel Stifler, 14th Eric Eichstadt. Rounding out your top 15 will be Jim Revis.
Great racing here tonight as they can make the best of it here. Green to checkered there for Kyle Moyer. Even the extended distance here, 66 laps led for the driver of the 111 machine, Kyle Moyer here. Again, being a warrior tonight, being able to get through attrition, able to take the top spot and continue running there. Team Dirt Warrior here tonight, taking down the big victory. Casey Brunson running in that 2nd spot. 3rd would be Josh Ely. Those guys will talk down into BladeNote.com victory lane. So we're going to take a brief pause for the cause, make our way on down to victory lane, and we'll catch up with the top 3 here on BladeNote.com for their Sunday Night Shootout series found on the Full Velocity Racing Network. And welcome back to the Full Velocity Racing Network for eSport Racing. And I tell you, what a fantastic race we had here tonight. 66 laps led all by Kyle Moyer, but we're going to be down to the third place finisher. We're going to throw it down to Ron Piles, who's caught up with the driver of the 09 machine here tonight. That's Josh Ely.
Yeah, down here standing with Josh Ely on the front stretch here. Congratulations on a wonderful third place finish here, holding off likes of David Blackberg and Brett Rolls, trying to challenge you there closer to the end. Bulletproof Motorsports machine definitely on our rail here to bring you on a podium finish here tonight. So I'm going to hand the microphone to you and let you tell us how your night went here with the BladeNo.com Street Stock Shootout Series.
It was definitely a rough one to start out with, getting caught up in a caution and stuff, having to start back from the rear, but it was a rocket tonight, man. It said it was perfect.
Yeah, definitely. You had one of the cars to beat out there. I felt the track kind of played a role in you guys getting your momentum and trying to get around everybody there. You guys throwing a great show with what you guys were handed there to make this show happen. I'm gonna hand the microphone back to you one more time and let you thank whoever it is that makes it possible for you to be this competitive in series like this.
I'd like to first start off by thanking my team, Bulletproof Motorsports. Without them, wouldn't be where I'm sitting right now, and JP Design for putting on a badass wrap, y'all for broadcasting it, and DWRL for putting it.
Alrighty, right on, guys. That is Joshua Ely driving the number 09 machine for Bulletproof Motorsports. Congratulations once again on the third place finish, and I'm going to move on down here. I'm going to catch up with Casey Brunson in the number 010 machine, your second place finisher tonight here. It's like a ABC sponsored machine as well as a Full Velocity Racing Network on board of that machine as well. Casey, congratulations on a second place finish there, runner up to Kyle Moyer. So how about walking us through your evening here? Is 60 laps. Seemed like 68 laps, I should say. Seemed like it took forever for you guys to get through, probably in your seat. It was awesome to watch from the booth up here.
Oh yeah, it started off good with a knife with qualifying second, and they really qualified good, maybe like a fifth to like 10th. But I was kind of happy with that second. So able to start pulling my heat race, win that, and start second in a feature. And it's just a lot of cautions, like you said. And you really couldn't pass anybody because there'd be a caution every other 5-10 laps. So just a lot of riding, especially where I'm at in points. I'm not really driving that hard or trying to pass anybody for wins. Just trying to stay nice and consistent.
Yeah, definitely running hard. In that battle. When you're sitting there battling with the teammate, having fun there. Your Bulletproof Motorsports teammates there. Definitely, don't want to wreck their race as well. You don't want to take any bad blood back home. I'm sure racing deals happen and you all get over that. But you guys definitely had put on a great show there and a great race between you guys as well as trying to run down Kyle Moyer. I'm gonna hand the microphone back to you and let's thank whoever it is that makes it possible for you to be as competitive as you are here in the DWRL series.
Oh yeah, I thank the DWRL for putting these races on. JP Design, Joshua Peacock, teams of Bulletproof Motorsports, and the all for broadcasting.
Yeah, I thank you guys for participating in these events as well. And, that allows us to be here and gives us something to do and watch your guys' eventful racing as you guys put on such great shows here and allows us to get it out to our viewers and fans. I want to thank them as well as I believe we're going to thank a sponsor here is BladeNo.com Victory Lane coming right up here is I believe my co-partner here in crime of Todd Stanton is going to be down in the BladeNo.com Victory Lane with Kyle Moyer, your feature winner here tonight in the 11 machine.
Definitely down here in Victory Lane with a driver, Team Dirt Warrior number 111 of Kyle Moyer. Kyle, a fantastic race for you, leading 66 laps here tonight with the extended distance, but able to hold off a lot of guys right there, hard charging behind you. Tell us about it. It must have been a long night for you, them yellow flags. Probably, did they help or hinder your performance here tonight, or did they make you worry a little bit more?
It made me worry a little bit more. Casey's not, there's a lot of good drivers behind me. Casey's no slouch, and he was there pretty much the whole race. Just try to stay smooth and keep it out front.
And you did just that there in the 111 machine, able to take down a victory here on Sunday night, and that's no easy task. And I tell you, Kyle, I know there's a big race coming up here, the Gobbler coming up here rather soon. Did you test and tune some things tonight for a setup for that?
We've been working on it all this week pretty hard with the team. It's paying off. It's finally getting it done.
Yeah, definitely a fast piece tonight in the 111 machine, but I'm going to give you the microphone, the floor. You can thank anybody you'd like to thank here tonight for this win tonight.
I would like to thank you guys for broadcasting it. Of course, Jim, Eric, and everybody, Justin, that puts this race on for us. Without them, we couldn't do it. Thank the team for practicing with us and get better every night. That's about it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. 111 of Kyle Moyer taking down the big victory here tonight at Volusia Raceway Park. Again, what a fantastic race we had here tonight. There was a lot of yellows here tonight. Ron plagued us here early on in the going and even in the late portions of the event, unfortunately. But still a great racing between a lot of the drivers out there, still trying to get the top spot away. But Kyle Moyer able to achieve that one. That was a fantastic race for him.
Yeah, definitely fantastic race here. You all sitting there watching at home, wherever you may be watching this event. Great racing tonight. Played with cautions, yeah, sure, but that doesn't take anything away from the racing action that we did get to see here tonight. Fantastic driving by all these drivers. Even if it was just missing a wreck or trying to keep things from happening, and they do anyway. So, they don't. If we won from every position, they call it winning, not racing. So we'll take that and roll with it forward. We'll be back here again next week with another rendition of DWR. But like we've been saying all night, you don't want to miss tomorrow night's announcement. You want to be here for that. If I'm not in the booth, I will be standing by, listening for sure, because that's an announcement I am looking forward to, as well as seeing if we can get those 20,000 viewers and 20,000 likes to get a prize out there for our fantastic community.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to tomorrow night's announcement too. By Jeff Brown as we keep building the momentum there on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Again, like I said, 20,000 views of prize will be given out here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Again, that's 24 hours. So 24 hours to get 20,000 views. I think we could do it. We did 15,000 on Monday. I know we got some great pages to share too. We thank everybody for tuning in each and every week. And like I said, tune in. Also, the sign-up link out there for the Gobbler, Jeff Brown kindly posted it. The iRacing iFlag jet is definitely flying in tomorrow night, but the Gobbler link out there, guys, get involved in that. Full Velocity will be also sponsoring a couple of cars probably into that event is what we're banking on. So again, we're broadcasting that event too, but again, tune in tomorrow night. I can't remind you guys enough. Tune in tomorrow night for a great announcement from iRacingIFlag.com, and we'll see you tomorrow night at about 8:15 Eastern Time, 8:10 Eastern Time when we come live here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Again, I'm Todd Sands signing off. Ron Piles next to me, and Jack Truman pushing all the controls and reminding you to keep the silver side up, rubber side down, keep that hammer down. We'll see you next time here on the Full Velocity Racing Network, your source for eSport racing. Good night.